What do you usually do at home? I usually play computer games at home. What do you do when you get home? I play football with friends when I get home. What do you do in your free time? I play table tennis in my free time. What do you usually do after school? I usually play volleyball after school. What do you do at the weekend? I play rugby at the weekend. What do you do for fun? I play snooker in the local snooker club. What do you do in your spare time? I play badminton in my spare time. What does she usually do in her free time? She usually plays squash in her free time. What does she do when she gets home? She usually plays cards when she gets home. What does he do at home? He plays table football at home. What does he do after school? He plays pool after school. What does she do for fun? She plays tennis. What does she do in her spare time? She plays golf in her spare time. What does he do at the weekend? He plays baseball at the weekend. What does the dog usually do at the weekend? It usually plays tennis at the weekend. What do they do on Mondays? They play basketball on Mondays. What do they do on Tuesdays? They play water polo on Tuesdays. What do they do on Wednesdays? They play cricket on Wednesdays. What do we do on Fridays? We play field hockey on Fridays. What do we like doing on Saturdays? We like playing ice hockey on Saturdays. What do you do after school? I do aerobics after school. What do you do in your spare time? I do Aikido. What do you do at the weekend? I do archery. What do you do for fun? I do judo. What do you do in your free time? I do karate. What do you do on Saturdays? I do athletics. What do you do at home? I do weightlifting. What does he do at the weekend? He does extreme sports. What does he do in his spare time? He does pole vaulting. What does she do for fun? She does skeet shooting. What does he do in his free time? He does taekwondo. What does he do on Sundays? He does sumo wrestling. What does she do at home? She does her homework at home. What does she do to relax? She does figure skating. What does the dog do at the weekend? It does weightlifting. What do they do at the weekend? They do gymnastics. What do they do in their free time? They do extreme sports. What do they do in their spare time? They do wrestling. What do we do at the sports centre? We do yoga at the sports centre. What do we like to do on Saturdays? We like to do athletics. What do we do after school? We do karate. What do you do in your free time? I go traveling. What do you do in your spare time? I go yachting. What do you do at the weekend? I go water skiing. What do you do after school? I go surfing. What do you do at the weekend? I go swimming. What do you do in the winter? I go snowboarding. What do you do in December? I go sledding. What do you do for fun? I go skydiving. What do you do in the summer? I go skateboarding. What do you do at night on Saturdays? I go to a discotheque. What does she do after school? She goes to the park. What does she do in her free time? She goes sailing. What does she do at the weekend? She goes shopping. What does she do for fun? She goes roller skating. What does she do when she has spare time? She goes canoeing. What does she do to keep fit? She goes cross-country skiing. What does he do at the beach? He goes jet skiing. What does he do when he's on holiday? He goes skiing. What does he do to get exercise? He goes jogging. What does he do if it's a nice day? She goes mountain biking. What does he do when the weather's nice? He goes kayaking. What does he do for fun? He goes hang gliding. What does she do on Sundays? She goes to an art gallery. What does the dog do for fun? It goes surfing. What do they do in their free time? They go cycling. What do they do in their spare time? They go bowling. What do they do for fun? They go camping. What do they do to escape reality? They go to the cinema. What do? They go to acting classes. What do we do after work? We go horse riding. What do we do at the weekend? We go go-kart racing. What do we do to relax in the summer? We go fishing. What do we do in our free time? We go hiking. What do we do when we have money? We go to a rock concert.